Yeah, we're back at it. I know, right? Thanks for joining in and being back for it. If you're here for it, you're here for it. If not, hey, regardless, it's rewatchable here on YouTube, TikTok, and on Twitch. I'm live streaming to you from these platforms with great moderators in the room, and also the ability for you to share and like the live stream. Yes, that's the ability that you can do for me. If you do want to support the live stream experience and be in the live stream experience and be chit-chatting and be also, like liking and sharing it, it would be appreciated, honestly. I always appreciate when people are having fun in the live stream experience, sharing it, enjoying it, partaking in it by interacting with the others that are here on a daily basis. I do have fun doing these live streams, and hopefully you have fun watching them as well. They're here on a daily basis indeed. We just went to Home Depot, and we just got back from Home Depot with some things that we're hoping do work. There is one thing I need to go grab over there, but that's going to happen in just a second. I want to check if this one works first. Oh, but we are starting up the live stream experience for the part 2 of me working on the Dodge Dart today, on this very day. That's right, I did one earlier, but we didn't really get a lot accomplished. We were just checking to see if the polisher stuff works. It's inside of the box that's right here. But we also shouldn't be doing this in direct sunlight, as the instructions did say. But we're going to give it a shot anyways. Anyways, when it comes down to it, this is the second part of the live stream experience that already started earlier today. And thanks for watching, and give a shout out to the moderators as I'm starting up a whole nother live stream experience. I got to give a shout out to my moderators that are here. We've got moderators on Twitch like Burrito Diva, Ray the Gatekeeper, Lily Jam, the Man of Things, and we also have Kajal, all his moderators in the room, hanging out, doing what they can. I don't know if any of them are here right now, but they're usually here. And do feel free to rewatch if you want to rewatch. And if you are rewatching, take the time to check to see if I'm live right now. If you're watching me here on the YouTube live stream experience, we've got moderators as well. Those moderators are Brandon, Liz, Gabby, Peaceful, Kevin, Sarita, Bonita, Danita, Bonita, Juliet, Miranda, Rosanna, Noah, Leo, Dougie, Lauren, Natalia, Ray, the Gatekeeper, Jam, and Kajal. Those are my moderators here on YouTube. I do appreciate all of them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. Over there on the TikTok, we've also got moderators. Those moderators here on TikTok are Mikey Milwaukee, Joe Javier, Bubba Gizmo, Grant that goes by the name I only follow, Ben, Juliet, Danita, Davita, Dorito, Burrito, Lizzie, Izzy, Rem, Abby, Banana Fana, Fofabby, Jamie Lynn, and Sarah, Sarita, Bonita, the Citalita. Those are the moderators I got in the room here on the TikTok experience, and I do appreciate all of them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. We're opening up what is supposedly the stuff we need. I really actually don't know. They might not be. Honestly, I feel like we got a winner. Let's double check. Good thing it's not plugged in. I just grabbed it by its handle. All right, this is like a secondary handle. Yeah, this is feeling good. Yes, this is exactly what we needed. Okay, good. So now we have what we need to be able to do the polishing here in this live stream experience. After leaving and coming back, it's a process when I do these live streams. I do try to make them fun and exciting for me, and hopefully they're fun and exciting for you. They're not scripted, and I just like to set up a camera and try to capture myself doing the things in my life as I can. And as I do, they're here for you if you're here for it. That's right. These live streams are here for you if you're here for them. In a way, I'm here for you, definitely. I'm here for you if you're here for me in a live stream experience that does happen daily. As I say, I try to do at least 90 minutes a day, and sometimes I do things like this where I'll be working on this classic 1967 Dodge Dart, and other days I don't do things like this. Most days I like to cook and eat in my live stream, so if you want to cook dinner with me and eat dinner with me, those are things you can do. If you want to just kind of like be part of the conversation and join the Discord server, that's a part of the live stream experience, but over there on the Discord, you can do so, and you can be in the conversation with the people that are in the chat outside this live stream. I do appreciate all those likes and those shares, guys. The rewatchable experiences here on YouTube and on Twitch. And with that said, if you are rewatching the live stream, check to see if I'm live right now on any of the platforms. Follow me on Instagram as well, and check me out on Lemonade and on other platforms. Now, we've got this ready to go, but we really shouldn't do this in direct sunlight, but we really got to try to fix what's going on over here. We've got some cracked paint, and we're going to try to fix that cracked paint. Yeah, we're going to try to fix it to the best of our abilities, and to what we can do and what we should do are those really the same things. Let's see what the other one is. We do have another polishing compound. So this one is fine cut polishing agents, improves paint clarity, and leaves a high gloss shine. Removes light to medium scratches. Okay, all right. This is not what we probably should use, but the hand application, direct application, wash and dry car. test first on of the car. I don't know if I want to use this one. This one seems way more complicated. It just has a lot more steps to it. We're going to start to wax this car in just a little bit, or we're going to use a little bit of the wax to use the polisher to try to get some of the car fixed up. I'll be filming other videos while I'm also filming this video, so you're also going to be watching me behind the scenes. I need to set up another camera on somewhat of another tripod. Crap, did I forget the other tripod? I think I did. Well, here's me learning things in real time. But we also got a camera over there that I can potentially take it down. No, that one's in direct sunlight. That one's definitely overheated and it's not filming anymore. There is another camera over there. Yeah, I know, right? It's a time lapse. I'm Benjamin Magrdichian. I do these live streams daily. I like to film myself doing the things that I can do in the live streams that I'm doing. It's basically reality TV here for you in the 21st century, which means you can interact with me and the other people that are here, and you can have fun chit-chatting in the live chat if you want, but keep it PG. Keep it PG, guys. Hopefully keep it PG. Anyways, we're getting ready to do the next part of this, which I'm excited for now that we have all that we need. It's hot out. It really is. But, you know, I do like looking official in this live stream experience, and I gotta take this shirt off because I'm gonna be using the polisher, and I don't really want to, like, get this shirt any more ruined than it is. There's some stains on here from when I was wood staining, and, you know, I still regret that. Anyways, I'm Benjamin Magrdichian. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you're enjoying the live stream experience. Follow me in the other places and spaces, and do feel free to chit-chat within the chat with the others that are here. Give a shout-out to my moderators, and I'll interact with the chat later on. This is one of my first live stream experiences of the day, but technically the second live stream experience of the day because it's part 2 of me working on the 1967 Dodge Dart that's behind me. This is a classic car that I'm working on today. It's a classic 1967, doing its thing, looking nice, looking shiny. I'm going to use the shiner, or not the shiner, I'm going to use the sander polisher to try to fix up some of the paint areas and make them look a little nicer. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to find that out together. Now, I walked away, but I'm still nearby. I haven't gone that far away. No, we also need maybe like a little bit of water to use. It says to like kind of like wet and dry the area before you polish it, so I do need to get the hose. It said wet and dry. Wet and dry. So we're going to need to wet it and we're going to dry it. Yes. My, oh my. All right. Ooh, maybe we could wet the ground and not wear sandals. That would be fun. I don't know if I should do that. I'm going to be using this electrical sander, and I shouldn't probably get water all over the ground. Or like electrical polisher? It is what it is. Regardless, we're doing this live stream experience here on 3 different platforms with different angles for you to be able to watch me from different perspectives, and you can decide which way you want to watch this live stream experience and on which platform, you know, depending on what you want to see and how you want to interact in the chat, because the chat is different in each of these places and spaces. I do try to keep the live stream experience fun for everyone to join in and be part of it. I walked away again. That doesn't mean I don't care. I still care. I don't like walking away, but I gotta make sure everything's plugged in and that we're safe. Oh yeah, we're safe. 100% safe. Yeah, 100% safe. Everything's gonna work out. I believe this will actually maybe fix it up a bit. What's this in my hand, you say? It's soda pop. I'm gonna have myself some soda pop. It's hot outside, and I deserve some refreshing soda pop to, you know, cool down with. Oh my. Oh, it's really, really refreshing. It's very cold. But this is a 1967 Dodge Dart if you're just tuning in. And I'm doing the most, like, you know, American thing, I guess, by just standing by the car and not actually working on it and drinking something. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty American, right? Anyways, welcome to my live stream experience. I'm in sunny California, and I'm here for you if you're here for me, where I'm going to work on this 1967 Dodge Dart. I'm about to start up, so share the live stream with anybody that you know might like to watch this. And do feel free to interact in the chat with the others that are here as well. I appreciate the gifters, the sharers, and the people that are just participating in general. it wouldn't be what it is without people coming back on a daily basis. So I really do appreciate you deciding to watch my live stream, giving me a follow and coming back time and time again. There's lots of other people that live stream out there, and there's also a lot of other people that are also making content. Maybe you'll support some of the other people that are making content and also live streaming that are within my live stream. Or maybe, you're also just supporting me and always showing up when I'm doing it, which I really do appreciate. There's a lot of other things to watch out there on the interweb, and movies and TV shows, and you're watching this live stream? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and it's hot outside. It's very hot right now. But, I have it happening. Mainly for you. All right, I'm drinking enough of this for right now, but I got to put it in the shade or it's going to get real hot. So that's going right there. Now's the time for us to actually do the wet and dry. So I need to do this one section first. We also got to set up another camera, right? Crap. I don't have another tripod. Sometimes you just forget things. I forgot. It's okay. I do want to film myself doing this as well, but you've got another type of tripod maybe. No, that's not really going to help me. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah, let's do this. This was the time-lapse camera that I set up right here. Oh yeah, it's overheated. But I could maybe I could film it horizontally and then, crop it to however I want it to be. This is pretty much the only option I have. I don't have another tripod to do this with. But I do have this little towel that we can put right there. And I can film myself buffering. I'm going to put this in the shade as well. Oh, this works. Right here. Yeah, so we can start to cool down. Because that's overheating like crazy. Now let's see if we can get this done. I'm just tightening it up. And flipping it around. Well, actually this will work because you'll be able to see it better, and I'll be able to edit it in a way that hopefully yeah. Okay, so I'm going to film another video inside of a video in this video, but over here in that video. It's not that confusing. Well, it is confusing, but it's not that confusing. So, wait. This is what it looks like when I'm getting ready to use the polisher on this cracked paint that's rusting up a little bit on the 1967 Dodge Dart. What's it look like when you're getting ready to use the polisher to get the cracks and the rust on the paint to look nicer? See the polisher? This is what it looks like when I'm getting ready to use the polisher on the cracked paint that also has some rust on it right here to see what we can do with making it look nice again and trying to get it to look a little bit more appropriate. So this is what it looks like when I'm fixing up the 1967 Dodge Dart with the polisher to try to get those cracks and the rust to start to go away. What's it look like when you're using a polisher or getting ready to use a polisher on some cracked paint that has some rust coming out of it on a 1967 Dodge Dart? All right. It'll be a good video. I don't post every video I make, but you're watching me do this while also film other things over there on that side. And the live stream experience is a place for you to interact with not just me, other people as well. So do feel free to chit chat within the chat. I'll come back later on and do another live stream experience where I'll be interacting more with the chat. But for right now, I'm just letting you know I'm still here paying attention to you in some ways. And I really do appreciate it when you give gifts and like and share the live stream experience. So when you do all that stuff and I'm not thanking you for doing it, I honestly wish I was. But I can't just do this at the same time as interact with that. I want to give you something to watch. So this is for you to be able to observe me do. I'll film other videos of me doing it at the same time. But if you just want to have fun watching me do this for right now, well, that's the content that's out here for you. And I do like making the content, and I hope you like participating in it in some ways. But I do hope to see you come back by becoming a new follower, or just by participating and maybe joining the Discord server, or also following me on Instagram. I'm all over the internet, and I'm here to help you, with some positive energy content for you to be able to be distracted by, so you don't have to focus on all the crazy things that are happening in the world, even though there's a lot of crazy things happening right now. But we're getting ready to do this. We gotta plug this guy in. We gotta put it to the side. We're filming another video over there too. We've already done one take. We'll do another in just a second. But let me get this plugged in. All right, so now that's almost ready. We've got to hose down a little bit of it. And we're going to pour it over here again. When I'm getting ready to polish a car, I need to kind of give it some love by adding some water on it to rinse off the area I'm going to polish. And this is what it looks like when I'm adding some of that water onto the car to polish it in an area that has some cracking and some rusting happening. What's it look like when you're using some water to give some love to the car with some polishing? By rinsing it off first before you start polishing it. Wetting it down and drying it off, get that dirt off, to then polish it. This is what it looks like when I'm doing it. Let me see what it looks like when you're using the water to get it ready to polish it. Dry it off. Alright, so now that we've done that, we just used some water right here, and we're going to move on to the next part, which is actually applying some of the polishing, some of the polish. Yeah, we're still filming over there too. But we're also here live, so I'm, paying attention to these cameras, that camera, and it's an exciting experience. Honestly, I have a lot of fun creating content. Hopefully you have a lot of fun watching me. I do appreciate the support, guys. As I get more support, I can create more live stream experiences for you to be able to continuously be in. This is something I do like to do for you, so hopefully you like being in it and you feel like being a supporter. Thanks again for being here in this world as well. If you're watching this, it might be an exclusive video, who knows? Anyways, what is this? Wax? Yeah. Adding wax to the cracked parts of the paint job for the polisher looks just like this when I'm adding wax on the car, so I can polish it with the polisher when the cracks are rusty and not looking that great. What's it look like when you're applying wax to some cracks in the paint? Maybe a classic 1967 Dodge Dart that's painted white that has some rusty, cracked parts of it. The paint job, that is. Yeah, what's it look like when you're adding some wax? To try to fix up those cracked parts. Alright. It says to do this. We're adding that. It said not to do it in direct sunlight, but I still did it in direct sunlight anyways. I'm focusing on this camera and that camera and that camera and that camera as we live stream on 3 different devices, 3 different places, 3 different spaces for you to be able to interact with me and others. It's a pleasure to be here. It's hopefully a pleasure for you to be here with me. Do feel free to chit the chat within the chat, here on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch. Do keep it PG though. Have fun watching, and this is a 1967 Dodge Dart GT Dodge Dart. Yeah. Alright, so stop that. Do a test. We're filming on that one too, but just checking. It has 2 speeds. All right, so now we've got that done. I'm going to pay attention to this camera over here. This is what it looks like. It's just too loud if I have it on right. This is what it looks like when I'm getting ready, or not when I'm getting ready. This is what it looks like when I polish a car using a polisher. I add a screwdriver in here because the polisher doesn't have an actual screw, an actual handle on it. Screw. I know, right? Yeah, I do actually have to handle. So there's a handle here, because I realized I actually didn't show you guys this as I'm filming a video over there. Yeah, so there's a handle that should be right here. It's missing. So I'm going to use this screwdriver to just kind of give me that that necessary amount of control. That's necessary. It's absolutely necessary for me to be doing this. I know what you're thinking. It's probably not super safe, but it's good enough and I'll make it work for me. But thanks for being here and watch me do it now in real time. This is what it looks like when I use a polisher on a car that has some cracked paint. What's it look like when you're using a polisher on a car that has some cracked paint? Maybe a classic car like a 1967 Dodge Dart? Well, this is a 1967 Dodge Dart, and I'm using this polisher to polish the areas that are damaged and cracked. What's it look like when you're using a polisher to fix up the areas that are damaged and cracked on a classic car like this, a 1967 Dodge Dart? I don't feel like that did anything. Yeah, well, this is what it looks like after I've used the polisher to polish up a little bit of the car in an area that the paint is cracked and rusting, and I don't feel like it did anything. What's it look like when you finish using a polisher on an area of the car that's cracked and rusting? Maybe on a classic car like a 1967 Dodge Dart, because that's exactly what I just did it on, and honestly, I don't know if it's helping at all, but I do try. I am trying right here. I'm going to stop recording on that side. I filmed multiple videos. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, I'll just record just in case. It looks a little bit better, I guess. I really can't tell. Oh, there's another piece right here. Well, that's not good. All right, let's give it another. Let's give it some more love. Let's try it over here as well. All right, so I really just like. You still like doing it. You're watching me do it here live on a live stream experience. It's a lot of fun for me. Hopefully it is fun for you. Do feel free to interact in the chat. Say what you want to say. Do what you want to say. Be here for you in a way. It is what you make it. In a way, it is what you make it. Honestly, I'm here doing what I can to potentially amuse you. If you're having fun watching me use a sander / polisher, well, I mean, it isn't ending anytime soon. I just got to figure out what's really going on with this thing. So we're going to just put this down right here for right now. It's still plugged in, so I got to be very mindful and careful of that. But I feel like we should also just place some more of this polish on here. This is the turtle wax. All right, let's just see what happens with me doing that. And that's what it looks like when I put turtle wax on a car. What's it look like when you put turtle wax on a car? Yeah. All right, we got it. I did almost turn it on while picking that up. You did see that. Yeah, and that's what it looks like when I almost turn it on while picking it up to get the screwdriver back in place so then I can use it as a buffer to buffer up the wax that I just added on. Oh, it is working. It's getting the rust off. And this is what it looks like when I'm getting rust off of the paint job on a nice little car like this. What's it look like when you're getting rust off of a paint job on an old classic car? Okay, so yeah, some of the rest is coming off. All right, let's do that again. let's just do it, I guess, a couple more times. You know, we're trying to make this. All right, we're going to try this area too. So to be extra safe with it, we're putting that down there. We're going to stop recording over here. No need to record over there right now. All right. Dab, 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 dab. All right. That's ready for some more love. This one's going to be ready for some more love from the sander. Okay, now let's get that going, because it says not to do it in direct sunlight, and I'm definitely doing that. Yeah, I'm definitely doing this on direct sunlight, and it says, you know, not to do this in direct sunlight. The wax that I'm using says not to use in direct sunlight, but we are doing it. It's going to take a long time. I don't know how many of these I'm going to have to use too. I would assume I can't just use one the whole time. But I can tell that it is doing something. It's just like getting the rust off pretty fast. It's hard to keep it in place, but I'm still getting it down. You know, I'm here for you if you're here for me. As I sand and polish. Well, no, it's not sanding. It's not sanding at all. It's polishing. Polishing is, you know, 1967, God's done it. All right, well, more of the rust has come off. That's exactly what we want to see. Man, it's so bright. Yeah, this is taking forever. Well, we got to do the part up there. I got to move to the next section. So we've done this section. We need to do this section over here. We also need to figure out what's going on over there. And I just need to start to get more of it done. We're about to move on to the next section, which is up on the top of the roof. There is some chipped paint as well that we need to take care of up there. And we'll also film a little video up there, I guess. You know, you're watching me make videos while also live streaming here on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch. Feel free to interact in the chat. Give a shout out to my moderators and have fun chit-chatting with me and the other people that are in the room. I do these live streams daily, so keep coming back. It is fun for me, and hopefully it is fun for you. I try to do at least 90 minutes a day, and it's here on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch. You can follow me on Instagram, and you can join the Discord server if you want to be part of the conversation outside of my live stream experiences, and you want to support the other people that also live stream and create content as well. This isn't just me hanging out with you, it's you hanging out with a community of people, because when it comes down to me live streaming, I'm doing it on the internet for you to be able to interact with me and other people, and that's just kind of how that works, right? It is fun to do it, and it is fun to have you here, so do feel free to let me know how you're feeling and how you enjoy this content. What you like watching me do is important, you know? You can tell me. I'm not reading the chat right now, but I'll read the chat in a little while. We've got to move up here. And we got to flip this camera around actually because I can't do it. I'm good. All right. Here it is, right here. This is exactly where I want it to be. It's tilted, but what am I going to do about that? Maybe that? You're right. Maybe this. All right, so now that we've got this down, we'll record it here. All right. And this is what it looks like when I'm adding wax onto the roof of a 1967 Dodge Dart. What's it look like when you're adding wax onto the roof of a 1967 Dodge Dart that has some chipped paint and some rust on it? So you can try to fix it up a bit. I don't know how this is going to do, but we're going to see. When I'm adding wax onto a 1967 Dodge Dart that has some paint chipped off of it and some chips going on and some rust going on, it looks just like this. What's it look like when you're fixing up a car using some wax to try to get some rust off and to fix the cracked paint to the best of your ability so then you can fix the paint job later? Yeah, there's also cracks over here too that I got to put some on as well, I just realized. So, still adding on some wax. And adding on wax onto a car on its roof looks just like this when I'm doing it. What's it look like when you put wax onto a car? Maybe a classic car like a 1967 Dodge Dart, or maybe just a newer model. Regardless if it's a classic car, I'd love to see what it looks like when you're adding wax onto it so you can try to fix up the cracked paint that has some rust coming out of it, you know? Make it look good again. And this is what it looks like when I use the buffer. Oh wait, no. This is the polisher. This is what it looks like when I use the polisher on the roof of a 1967 Dodge Dart where I've applied some wax so I can get the cracks to look a little nicer and the rust to potentially go away. Potentially. So what's it look like when you're using a polisher? A polisher on a 1967 Dodge Dart. Looks like I'm using a polisher on the roof of a 1967 Dodge Dart. What's it look like when you're using a polisher on the roof of a 1967 Dodge Dart to try to fix up the paint, the chips and whatnot, and the rusty parts? Oh, that rust is coming off. Some of it, right? Not all of it. But this is what it looks like when I use the polisher on a 1967 Dodge Dart on the roof to try to fix the paint up a little bit and to try to get that paint to look good again. It's going to be a challenge. But this is what it looks like when I've used myself a polisher on the roof of a 1967 Dodge Dart. What's it look like when you've used a polisher on the roof of a 1967 Dodge Dart? Try to restore it. Or to start the process of restoring it. And I feel like that's good on that side. I'm going to actually stop that camera so I can also go over there with the polisher. But the polisher is it's pretty hefty. It's a loud thing. Regardless, I appreciate you guys being here. I'm filming videos while also doing this live stream. So you can either watch me live right now, or you can wait to see some short form videos later, or you can also just come back later if you want to rewatch this whole live stream experience from start to end on YouTube and on Twitch, but not here on TikTok. But I do appreciate you being here on TikTok. I appreciate you being on any of these platforms. Tap on the screen, like the live stream. If you're a gifter, I do appreciate you. Come back later for another live stream experience. I'll interact more with the chat later on tonight, but right now, we're doing a project outside, which is me working on my dad's 1967 Dodge Dart, which is going to require a lot more work on it. Yeah, a lot more work. And this extension cord isn't long enough, is it? Oh, dang, it might not be. It isn't. We're going to let it go across the hood, which is usually a no-no. But I got to get over here to first stop this camera, and then second, put it over here for right now, shut it off. And I got to do this over here. And then over here, we got a whole bunch of chip paint, which we gotta just give it some love too. I gotta get some wax over here as well. There's a lot of rust. The rust is like the only thing that's coming off. Well, I mean, of course, that makes sense. It's the only thing that I'm trying to get off is the rust. And then when it comes to the paint being chipped, I mean, there's not a lot I can do about that. It just needs to be painted again, I guess. But it'd be nice to get the rust off and then also to get the rest of the chipped off. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. If you guys have any tips or tricks and you're rewatching the live stream, feel free to comment below here on YouTube or on Twitch. If you're watching in real time and you got like ideas, I might not catch it, so send me a direct message either on Instagram or on the Discord server. I'm using the wax and trying to get the rust off on multiple sections. The rust is the only thing coming off so far, but when it comes down to it, do I really want the paint to chip off and come off? Not really, no, but I do need to figure out what to do with the cracked paint. So if you do got any advice on that, feel free to comment below or send me a direct message on the Instagram or on these platforms if you want. I'm here on YouTube, TikTok, and on Twitch live streaming, but I am on different platforms as well since I do like to post content and create multiple videos a day, you know, sometimes not so much, no, but for the most part, yeah, multiple times. We're still getting this done. And, you know, I'm just getting my footing down. I don't want to fall or anything. But the paint job's only bad on certain parts of the roof, the hood, and a little spot on the back of the car. Yeah. It's okay. It's going to be fine. Yeah, this car hasn't been uncovered or really waxed or gotten any sort of love for maybe 5 years. So this is 100% something that could have been avoided just by uncovering it and giving it a couple of washes every once in a while. We definitely did not do that, so, you know, this is just what happens. And when it comes down to restoring the car, we're just doing what we can with some wax on the roof, making sure to get as much of the rust off as possible. As long as I get some rust off, the process is really going to start looking good. Once we get more of the rust off, that is. It'll really help with making sure it looks good, honestly. I do like doing these live streams. If you like watching them, do feel free to interact with me and the others that are here. Do have fun chit-chatting with the people that come back on a regular basis. As I do these live streams daily, it has me doing different things. I normally cook and eat within my live streams, so right now I'm working on my dad's 1967 Dodge Dart, and it's looking pretty good. Give a shout out to those moderators if you want to give a shout out to the moderators that are trying to keep the chat safe for you to interact with me and other people. But for the time being, I'm just working on this car all the way over here, and I can't even read the chat. So if you're asking me questions, unfortunately, I can't answer those said questions. But maybe my moderators can step in and give you an answer. I do try to do these live streams every day, so do come back when you can and ask me a question if you want to ask me a question later. If you've been asking me questions and you're like, why isn't he answering? I will. I'll answer those questions later. Just not right now, because I'm busy. There we go. Let's start over here first. Really shaky. Oh my. I gotta give myself a second. Yeah. I'm okay. Hold on. I just want to flip it. gonna definitely have to do this a whole bunch of times. I can see how much has not come out and how much has come out. And it's making progress, but it's not making the type of progress I want it to make. You know? I'm trying. It's looking pretty good. Alright, well, it's pretty much what we need to do. We're going to need to do that a couple hundred more times, it feels like. Yeah, some of the rust has come off, but it's gonna take more times, definitely. I don't like hitting the cable on the car, so we're not doing that. No, I can see that not ending well. But I just don't like putting things on the car. But that's just, me, being me, and doing what I can in this live stream by making sure to maintain the integrity of the car. Now, we've got to take a look at what we've done so far. I think I need to rinse it in a couple spots. We're going to take this off as well. Missed calls and phone calls and text messages. Story of my life. Anyways, I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian. I do these live streams daily. It's fun for me to do them for you. Hopefully it's fun for you to watch them. I do try to create a fun, safe environment for us all to interact in. So if you're here for it, hopefully it's been fun and safe for you, because that's the idea of it. I do try to make it so then we can all be in the room together. There are sometimes pretty young people in the room. Be mindful of that. So let's just keep it PG and let's have fun with each other by chit-chatting and not making it too serious. Regardless, we're going to end the live stream out here pretty soon. I'm just going to rinse the car, put the tarp back on, and then we'll move on to a different live stream experience elsewhere later on tonight. Anyways, I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian. You just watched me use the polisher for the first time in a long time. Yeah, I've used it before, but I was younger and I cared more about the car. Unfortunately, I cared more when I was younger. All right, so and then this part too. We're giving it a rinse down again anyways, actually. It's not going to hurt it. We're trying to restore this car in a good, rinse down of the paint. You can tell exactly where I put the wax, which means I should probably I should do the whole thing. I should wax the entire car. I really should. But you know what? I got to move on to the next part of my day, and this took longer than I thought because I did have to go to Home Depot to grab what I needed to be able to continue to do this live stream experience where I was using the polisher for the first time in a long time. And honestly, I do like using the polisher. It's a nice thing to have. It's a nice thing to use, and I do feel like some progress has been made on getting the rust off of the car. A lot of the rust has actually come off, but the problem now is that there's still chipped paint. So we're trying to get the rust off first because, as my dad said, that's what he'd prefer us do, to get the rust off and then to reassess the situation as soon as the rust is all off. And we can get the rust off by polishing it and getting the rust off and then dealing with the cracked paint. But we just need to take it step by step when it comes to restoring this car and getting it into its good condition again. It's going to take a little while, so I'm going to do multiple live streams similar to this again and again when I can. And if you take the time to join me and the other people that are in the room for the adventure, you'll see me continue to work on the 1967 Dodge Dart. It's a classic. It's a 1967 GT Dodge Dart, and it has a 360 crate motor inside of it, and it has suspension springs and some other stuff going on with it that makes it like real good for driving it real fast, because that's what my dad loves. He loves to drive his cars fast. And him and his friends used to really love racing each other and whatnot. My dad with his friends like my Uncle Harry and my Uncle Jesse and my Uncle Mike. Most of them aren't around anymore, but still, my Uncle Harry did a lot of the work on this car just to document it here on this platform. He would work on this car with my dad pretty much every day when I get home from school in middle school. Not every day, but a lot of the time. They'd be like working on it outside for a little bit before they had to do something else. You know, I don't know what they were up to. I was busy playing Grand Theft Auto a lot of the time. Anyways, I'm here drying off the car after giving it another rinse down because I just took the time to wax it in certain spots to get the rust off of it. If you missed it, you can rewatch it here on YouTube or here on Twitch, because it'll be uploaded for you to rewatch whenever you want. But here on TikTok, you can't rewatch it. No, you can't rewatch it at all. But I have to really wipe down the areas that I just got all wet. We also got to put this in here and do that thing where I unplug it so it's not a danger. But this is all the polishing supplies that we're going to keep an eye on for future live streams. I'll be working on the removal of all of the rust and the dust. We also need to clean the engine. That's going to probably be the next time I work on the car. You're going to see me clean the engine and probably jump the car. I should have already done that, and I meant to actually do that last week, but I kind of forgot. I was focused more on the paint. When it comes down to the situation of the paint job, it's pretty important. This car could look good without even running, but it can't look good without running if it has some cracked paint and some rust on it. So I got to get that good and get that done. So that's one of the top priorities of getting the car to look good again. And I normally do not work on this car anymore, so working on it again is interesting. And my dad isn't necessarily in the best of shape to be out here helping me out, but he's still in the house, so it still kind of counts. Sometimes he stands over yonder and just kind of watches. But we're here just kind of like rinsing it off again, getting off some more dirt, making sure that we're in the right with maintaining it, getting that paint some love as it was just waxed. And I do feel like the paint job needs the love. So hopefully the paint job and the love of the, effort I'm putting into the car really helps maintain that value back to what it was. The inside looks pretty good. The only thing that's falling apart a little bit is the roof of the interior is kind of coming apart just a little itty bitty bit. But when it comes down to the actual negative things of the car right now, the paint job is, I think, the most important aspect to be paying attention to. I'm not worried about the car running. When it comes to the car running, my Uncle Eddie really customized, or my Uncle Harry, there's so many uncles out there. My Uncle Harry really customized a lot of the aspects of it, and the way he put it together, it feels really well built. I've seen this car turn on multiple times after years of it sitting, so I have a lot of faith that it's going to turn on, and it'll probably need some tune-ups here and there, but it's nothing that's going to be big. It'll still be able to turn on and sound real loud and real dangerous, and it'll probably be able to, maintain its motor, as in it'll probably be able to stay on. But I need to get some oil in it. I need to get some gas in it, and we need to run it for a little while. Hopefully it does run and sounds good. While it's coming together. Well, we're going to make sure that we also dried it in the sections that I gave it another rinse down. We're just going to give it a wipe down too. Yes, doing this stuff will also help maintain it. This is me working on a classic car, a 1967 Dodge Dart, that is, and it's coming to an end here on YouTube, TikTok, and on Twitch. But I'll be back doing another live stream experience later. Don't you worry, I do enjoy doing them live streams, and if you're looking for this entertainment and you're thinking to yourself, man, I really like listening to this guy talk, you'll be able to rewatch my live streams, you'll be able to tune in for another live stream, you'll be able to watch a whole bunch of short form content. Whatever you want to do when it comes to you entertaining yourself with the content I make is totally up to you. I'm making it for you, so do feel free to express yourself by also maybe downloading some of it or making screenshots of it or making your own edits. You can do whatever you want when it comes to me creating content and putting it here on the internet for you to be able to repost to some degree. I mean, you know, don't get too crazy about it, but I always appreciate it when a fan makes a video and something like that. This is all the polishing supplies that we have that's been in this box, and I already showed people what it looks like when I looked into a box that had a whole bunch of polishing supplies in it so I could work on the 1967 Dodge Dart behind me. And you know, it was a fun video to make. I was like, this is what it looks like when I'm looking in a box. I made that video recently, and you can watch that, and you can share that video. The Dodge Dart needs to be covered up now, and I need to also remove this hose. The hose needs to go over here. It'll be wrapped up later. And this extension cord needs to be brought back, of course. It does need to be brought back into the garage as well. So I'm going to be taking this and walking out of the shot just for a minute. Don't worry, I'll be right back. You can still hear me, but you just can't see me. Yeah, you can hear, but you can't see me, and it's okay. I'm coming right back. I'm not leaving you. But separation anxiety is a thing. And I know people get it sometimes, but I'm really not far away. No, I'm close by, actually. Right around the corner. Yep, right around the corner, where I'm just wrapping up the cable. Man, is it hot. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them days. It's one of them hot days here in sunny California. I do what I can in my live streams, and hopefully you do what you can where you are. But if you're staying hydrated, honestly, you really should be. You know, if you are staying hydrated, I'm proud of you. That's really what I'm trying to say right there. Yeah, it's a hot day that, you know, the sun seems to be beating down, but we're moving this. Okay, and got to get over there again. It got stuck coming back the other way. The tarp's an important aspect of maintaining the quality of the car. Even though we have cracked paint, it would have been much worse if this car was not covered. I guarantee it. Plus the insides probably would have been damaged a lot more. There would have been sun stains on the leather. The leather that's inside of the car and the dashboard, everything looks really good when it comes down to its interior, except for its ceiling. But I've said that before, and I just like saying it because honestly, it's good to know that there's some positives in the state of this car. It is an old car, and we are trying to keep it in good condition, but you know, over the years, it's been a difficult task to at least keep it in good condition by checking it, and I can see we definitely have not been checking it nearly enough. Just had to check to see who that was. Don't you worry about it. And now we're going to get and we're going to buckle it up so it's nice and secure. Okay. Alright. And now it's covered again. This was me hanging out with you in this live stream. Where's my shirt? Here. Don't you worry, I'm coming right back. I'll be there in 1 second. You know, it's fun doing these live streams, but you have to walk away every once in a while to grab something, do something, find something. You know, like the champ I am. Uh-huh. Oh, dang, my hearing aid just fell out. That's weird. Okay. Oh, Now, it feels good to do some work on the car. Honestly, the car does need the love, so polishing it and getting some of that rust off of it was a necessity. I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian. Thanks for watching my live stream experience as I worked on this classic 1967 Dodge Dart. That's right, it's a 1967 GT Dodge Dart behind me underneath this car cover now. If you watched the live stream, I really appreciated you. If you did just tune in right now, well, I'll be uploading it for you to be able to rewatch it whenever you want if you want to see what the car looks like. It's a white car. It's a white 1967 GT Dodge Dart. And now the car cover is on it, but I did use some wax on it to try to get some of the rust off of it in certain areas. It did come off, in other areas not so much. I need to do this another day, but I do have all the supplies I need, and I'll be doing another live stream with me working on this 1967 Dodge Dart in the future, so that gives you a reason to give me a follow. Keep coming back. Check me out on Instagram. Join the Discord server if you want to be part of the conversation outside of the live stream experience, as it is ending right now, but it'll come back later. But we're here live on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitch, and you can be followers here and on the other platforms, like I said, but you can also give a shout out to my moderators before we completely end the live stream experience. I do like to bring attention to my moderators to make it a fun experience for me to be here for you and for you to be here for me. That's right. I'm here for you if you're here for me, only if we have the best moderators coming in and making the live stream experience safe for us all to interact. We're here daily, so it does happen daily, so I really do appreciate them when they drop in. I don't know which ones were here. I don't know if any of them were here anyways, because I'm not really interacting with the chat too much, but we are ending the live stream experience with the recognition of all of them, and I see that TikTok wants me to notify or prove that I'm not a robot, which I just proved it. I just proved that I'm not a robot. And I see Danita said shout out, and I see that. But let's give a shout out to every single one of the moderators. We're going to start with Twitch over here. The people that are here on Twitch, thanks for being here and thanks for being part of it. When it comes to those mods, the moderators are Burrito Diva, Ray the Gatekeeper, Lily Jam, the Man of Things, and we also have Kajal. As moderators here on Twitch, I really do appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. If you're watching me here on YouTube, well, the YouTube live stream experience is just as special too. It does get crazy, so hopefully it was PG, and sometimes it just gets really absurd. A lot of people can end up watching this. More people use YouTube than any of the other platforms out there, so it is nice to be on this platform and to be creating a live stream experience for you to be able to rewatch, but it wouldn't be possible without those moderators like Brandon, Liz, Gabby, Peaceful Kevin, Sarita Bonita, Danita Bonita, and we also have Juliet, Miranda Rosanna, Noah, Leo, Dougie Lauren, Natalia, Jam, Ray the Gatekeeper, and Kajal. All those people are the moderators that are in the room that make it safe for all of us to interact. So give them a shout out, maybe give them a follow. And if you're here on TikTok, also give me a shout out for them moderators like Mikey Milwaukee, Joe, Javier, Bubble Gizmo, Grant, that goes with the name I only follow, Ben, Juliet, Danita, Davida, Dorito, Burrito, Lizzie, Izzy, Rem, Abby, Banana Fana, Fo Fabi, Jamie Lynn, and Sarah, Sarita, Bonita, the Sita Lita. Those are the moderators we have here in the live stream experience, and I do appreciate all of them on all of these different platforms. It wouldn't be what it is without them. I seriously do appreciate them, and I appreciate you viewers for being here as well. Give a shout out to the viewers that are here. I do appreciate every single one of you. If you gave me a tip, a share, a like, I do appreciate that. I didn't mention people by name when it came to the tips or the shares or the likes, but I do like doing that when I can, and I'll interact in the chat more later on in the next live stream experience later on today. But this was part 2 of me working on the 1967 Dodge Dart that was behind me, or it still is behind me. It's just underneath a car cover right now. But thanks again for watching and for making it a special experience for me, and hopefully it really was special for you, and I do hope to see you again in future live stream experiences. And if I don't see you, well, you know, maybe I'll just see you as a short form video here or there. I do make those too, so feel free to support me in any of the places, any of the spaces, and come back when you can. And I do hope you have a good rest of the day if I don't see you later. But if I see you later, it'll be fun to chit chat with you. I'll be able to interact more with the chat. Thanks again for dropping by, guys. Have a good rest of the day. We're going to end the live stream over here on Twitch first. Thanks again, all you wonderful people on Twitch. Be a follower if you're new here, and I look forward to seeing you in future live streams. It's nice to see that a lot of people jumped in and were part of the conversation. The car does look fresh as heck, doesn't it? Thanks, Danita, for saying it there on the Twitch experience. Bye-bye now. Ta-ta. Have a good one. And then over here on the YouTube experience, we're going to end the live stream too in just a second, but let me just get this sweat out of my eyes. Taking off the sunglasses and the glasses made me realize how much sweat was in my eyes. But you know what? We're just going to deal with that when we get inside. No, because it's still really bright. And, you know, I just need to finish this live stream experience. Thanks for watching here on YouTube. Be a subscriber and come back when you can. I do appreciate you being here and being part of it. This is part 2 of the 1967 Dodge Dart work that I've done today. And I do appreciate seeing you, and I look forward to seeing you later. If you come into the live stream experience later on, we'll chit-chat some more, and I'll be able to interact with the chat. Thanks again for watching me here on YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye now. Ta-ta. Take care of yourself and enjoy the rest of the day if I don't see you. Oh, wait. And this is how it ends right here. Bye-bye now.